All right, hello everybody, hello. Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Happy Thursday. Welcome in. What the hell? Thank you for opening the gates. Min for first, thank you. And welcome in Jaylee, welcome in Dodo. Hello. Yes, it's me. I'm here. But hope everybody's Thursday is going very well. It's been snowing a fuck ton where I am. I may or may not have been waiting. That is all good. I appreciate you waiting for it, and that makes me happy. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Man, it's been snowing a lot here, and I love it. Thank you for a hat tat. Thank you. But yes, the snow is so pretty. I'm loving every moment of it. It's fucking cold, but still good. Still no snow where I am. Oh no. Hopefully you'll get your snow soon. What chapter are you on? We are in chapter 2. We're at the halfway mark. We just got to the point where they've realized a bad incident happened. So we literally stopped there. So we can continue from there. So yeah, we just noticed that, or we got the news that someone may not be with us. So we're gonna go do that. Find out where that is.
So,
I knocked on all the doors, but no one answered. Did they all go see what happened? Oh, then what about the second floor of the school? That's the one place that that's new to all of us. So it seems like the natural place for... Okay. Let's see. Well, we could use the map as well to see if anybody is in the area. If I could get that away. Okay. So, only Hina's there. There's someone in the trash. Why is she in the trash room? Let's go. Let's go to her. But yeah, it's been really cold here. And I feel like I will be more prone to getting sick because of how cold it is. So we'll see. I will let you guys know if I'm not feeling well, but so far so good. There doesn't appear to be anything here. What are you doing here, Sakura? Did you find something? Oh, no. It's just that what you said the other day must have been lurking in the back of my mind. Huh?
Perhaps.
If something has happened, the killer might try to use this to destroy evidence again. I suppose that was floating around my subconscious, and it led me here. Okay. So, I'm assuming... Okay. I'm pretty sure the last time we played, we went through the second chapter and we checked almost every location for coins. You're telling me that giant person in the skirt is in high school? Yes. Yes, she is. There's even a student that was held back. Oh, actually, speaking of that student, right here, held back quite a bit. I think he's like 20-something, 21, 20. We love strong women. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Why is everyone's hair insane? The creativity of all the characters that was created in this game is pretty good. It's pretty good. Most of them have insane hairstyles. Some of them really, really nice too. But a lot of them are like pretty unique. Hello, Meadow and everyone. Hi, Gemini. Welcome in. Welcome in. That is literally why I couldn't play it myself. The hair was so bad. Oh, no. You didn't like them? I think they're very unique. I think they're very unique. And it kind of portrays the character as well. It portrays them pretty well, in my opinion. To be honest, I love the Danganronpa character designs. Yeah, me too. It's so cool. Yeah, I totally get you, Min. The characters' designs are pretty good. Obviously, not a lot of people like can agree, which is fine. Everybody, everybody's entitled to their opinions, right? But I think their hairstyles are so crazy, and I feel like it kind of portrays their personality pretty well. I'm just picky. That is completely okay. That is completely okay. I'll be honest. I am pretty picky with my with how things are drawn as well. For example, manhwas or mangas, if they're not drawn a specific way, I cannot read it. I cannot. Very unique style in such a hairy situation. Yes, I like them, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, all good, all good. Yup, it adds to the character. Yeah, same, to be fair. Yeah, so I completely get you, Jaylee, because I am like that with mangas or manhwas, because if they are drawn a specific way, I just cannot. I cannot. It does not sit well with me. I can't read through the chapters anymore. Oh yeah, I will say I prefer most manhwa styles to manga styles now. Same, I do prefer manhwas now. I cannot, for me, just from my perspective and my experience of reading manhwas and mangas, I feel like manhwas are more realistic in the sense of facial structure, and the men are mostly drawn pretty like they're lean but muscular, and then in mangas they're usually so pretty. Yes, and then mangas are more big-eyed, cutesy, very, how do I say it? And the men tend to be like a little leaner. Reminds me of how Sojo used to be. Yeah. What's your opinion on Junji Ito? I love it, but I get creeped out. I love the mangas he releases, but I get so creeped out. But I still read them anyway. I like their works. I don't know them by name, to be honest, because I'm very horrible with names. I'm not gonna lie. I read a manhwa this morning and I don't even remember the name. That's how bad I am with the names. I feel like the only person on the planet who hasn't read Junji Ito. That is completely okay. That is completely okay. To be fair, I haven't read his works. I've seen it and I've like read lores on it. Thank you for the sip. Thank you. Like, I know of it, of course, but haven't read anything. That is completely fine. I do have a younger sister, a little Meadow, and she is crazy about Junji Ito. I think she even has a tattoo, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but I believe she has a tattoo of it. I know Junji Ito would scare me so bad, so I don't even try. That is okay. That is okay. Hey, Makoto, honestly, what do you think? Huh? About what?
For serious?
About Byakuya. You think he's being brainwashed or what? I don't know. You'd know more about that kind of thing than me, right?
Huh?
What? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, you're some kind of psychic, right?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto, I think you've completely misunderstood what it is I do. Okay, listen. Fortune telling is like...
Well?
It's totally different from brainwashing or hypnosis or any of that pseudo-scientific bullcrap. I need you to understand that. So you expect me to think fortune telling isn't pseudoscience? Sorry, but I don't want to get yelled at. But yes. Junji Ito, I love his works. I would love to read them someday, but like, I am too into the genre of romance comedy and Duchess and I don't what would that genre be called? There's also reincarnation that I really like. Why does Makoto seem so short? I think he's like 5'3". I think Makoto's 5'3". Yeah, he's 5'3". Isekai is a good one, and welcome in, Div. Yeah, Isekai is a good one that I like reading a lot. I also like reading reincarnation manhwas. I also like reading the Dutch and Duchess or like princess eras. Those are really good too. Makoto's pretty short. Short king, yeah. Wait, are you saying I'm short? I'm not short. Yes, villainous stories. Yes, those are so good. I love them. And I love it when the MC actually becomes a villain sometimes. Like, she ain't no pushover bitch. She will... Oh, no, I mean, Makoto is a short king. Yeah, I know. Reincarnation on a magical world is also isekai. Well, yeah, yes. But I'm more so saying reincarnation as in like manhwa aspects, because isekai is more so a Japanese genre, so it's more towards that. But I'm referring to the reincarnation towards the manhwa versions. Yes, I like violence. When they wuss out and make her a good person, I'm like, boo. Yeah, no, I get you. I'm also like that. I'm like, why is she a pushover? Why is she not being mad? What? I just, yeah, no, I get upset too. Okay, so Byakuya's here. I don't know why, but I'm not the hugest fantasy fan. I prefer slice of life. That is okay. I prefer fantasy because personally, I feel like slice of life can be a little dull. I like the fantasy aspects because you can do things where you couldn't in a normal like modern world. So I do like fantasy a little bit more. Like as long as it seems semi-realistic, that's probably why I like Danganronpa. Yeah, no, I get ya. There's nothing here of interest, don't you agree? You should go look elsewhere. Somewhere else. Elsewhere would have been a better fit, you know. Hey, there's nothing worthwhile over there. I've already checked, so there can be no mistake. Oh, I thought that was a fucking exit. The hell? But yeah, that's fair. Yeah. We need a Meadow manhwa recommended list sometimes. So, I mean, I could, but I'm quite fair warning. The ones I read are not they're 18 plus. If I was being quite honest. Oh, if Meadow is good with it, we can make a man channel on the Discord maybe. Yeah, I could put a list there. I like fantasy as well, but I also like more modern and sci-fi as well. I feel like a lot of genres, as long as the story is good, you know, all genres can go well. Look at that gun. Yeah, that gun. Metal dub manhwas on stream. But yeah, no, a lot of the manhwas I read are 18 plus. I mean, I do read a lot of like non-18 pluses, of course, but I don't know. It's nice to read sometimes. Huh? The door's open. But aren't these supposed to be locked? Ding dong bing bong.
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Huh. Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Every door? Yeah, looks like it. Byakuya.
I see.
Judging from what he said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Even exit doors? I think not exit doors. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Aww. What? I don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... That was a wussy-ass scream. What the heck was that? Chihiro, why? Yeah. A wild, almost huh? Weak ass. Primeval? I might be saying that wrong. They were my fave, yeah. Screams escaped from my mouth. Start the scream from your gut, yeah. Voice life of despair. Okay. Interesting. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. What are these, like, metaphors? Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Poor Makoto, yeah. Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro. Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been writing on the wall. Something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust? Don't know what metaphor sounds like something else. That metaphor sounded like something else. Guts, the berserk manga induced flashbacks. Turned out it's the name of a band. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. Yes, if you can scream like Guts, you pass.
Interesting.
It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head...
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... See, Makoto? That's a scream. That right there, that is a scream. Chihiro? Better, yeah, better. Ding dong bing. Oh, that's a new... Yep, that was much better, yeah. Ding dong bing bong. That was a different tone. Oh, this is like, you've located...
A body has been discovered!
The VA really committed, yeah.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell was that?
What?
That's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently when 3 or more people discovered a body, an announcement placed to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search of the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro really is...
Naturally.
Dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go around, everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Why is he so calm? I'm not surprised, not gonna lie. These ultimates, I'll be completely honest. All these ultimates, they're prodigies in what they do, but I feel like they also have some issues. Like, they might have, like, growing up being a prodigy is a lot of stress and, like, a lot of things on their shoulder that weighs them down. I feel like they have a lot of issues that they probably went through growing up with all this responsibility and this expectation. That's just my thoughts on it. So I feel like the reason why he's so calm is he's already traumatized. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. Imagine if the game ended with, "It's just a prank, bro." Imagine. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn,
I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim. Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man.
What the?
Fuck is this?
What?
It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. That's an okay scream. Hifumi, yeah, no, Hifumi is weird. Shut up. Okay. No, there are more important things to worry about right now than a dumbbell. Well, it has fucking blood on it, hello? Okay, well. Now, pay attention to the wall. For now, pay attention to the wall. Okay. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? Okay. Yo, why is everyone so up? Let me look at the scene. They're just like, no, don't look at that. Don't look at this. Look at the wall. Let's make a tier list with the character screams. That's so good, yeah. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. So I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? Makoto Def Tier F. Yeah. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the music might be a bit loud. All good, let me change that. It might be because I changed the desktop audio for Undertale recently. That might be why. Slightly loud. Okay, is it better now? And honestly, this game is fucking loud. You know what? I might also change it for me in my sound setting because my ears are bursting. I actually have to have one earphone off so I can hear myself. I can't hear myself at all with this game. Okay. Okay. So I have it at 20 on my side. Is this better? Just make it a tiny bit louder. I can't hear. There. How about right here? Is that better? I will avenge Chihiro. Yes, we will avenge Chihiro. But yeah, no, the game just a little bit louder. Okay. How about... Let me try doing the sound system again. How about like 35? Is that better? That's better. Okay. Yeah, no, the game is so loud. I literally had to have one earphone off because I could not hear myself. Okay. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Yeah, it was quite loud. Yeah, no, it's so loud. I don't know why, but when I first started the game out, I put it at the lowest setting, and it was giving me a headache because of how loud it was. But I was like, I need to do this for you guys. Because I'm the type, when I play games, I put the master volume at like 5 or 2. At the lowest, as long as I hear everything, but it's not blaringly loud, I put it at like 2 or 5. But most games when I stream to you guys, I keep it at like 100 and then just fiddle. Oh no, not 100, sorry. Like at 20 to 50 between there. And then I fiddle with it on the OBS system. I also like to put games lower. Yeah. I feel that, yeah. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer?
What?
Genocide Jack. For me, as long as there's a good balance between you and the game, then it's Gucci. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it. Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack. The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way! But going as far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko! Hino is pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No. Why? Why? Oh. She passed out. But don't. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko? Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh.
So she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulation prohibits sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
It's kind of dumb. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. How come that reminded me? That sentence, not exactly, but for some reason, the way I said it reminded me of fucking the pixie from Legend of Zelda. Hey, listen. This reminded me of that for some reason. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
what the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and an up and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No. Everything's fine. At least the stutters are gone. Stutters all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. No, fuck off, Hifumi. Taka, could you help me? I love Toko's maniac laugh, yeah. Huh? She totally ignored me. Oh, well, rightfully so. Very well. You can take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma File!
Allow me to present the next Monokuma Files. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya
So please
later.
do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
no way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
Alright, we will wait. Alright. Yeah, poor Chihiro. Let's see, let's see. Alright, welcome back from Agile. Welcome back, welcome back. Okay, let's continue. I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh, no!
I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon?
What?
What? What do you want to die?
Such
Fine,
ignorance.
then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down.
Yes, everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because...
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right about that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, well, is a body an object? Well,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. What? Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you won't have to. You won't gotta worry any longer. If anyone in any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if no one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
So then...
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey!
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting
Farewell
for you.
for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger. Which is
Interesting.
definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up.
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation Toot sweet? If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Okay. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma files to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my
What?
investigation. Oops. I missed something, sorry. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Well, why is there blood on that? The poster got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Well, yeah. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. So let's see. Well, let's look at bloodlust. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust? Man, Chihiro. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it, is what you want to say. I wonder about that. Okay, then let's talk to everyone here. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However.
Perhaps, but it's difficult for... Ah, thank you for the daily bloom, Gemini. Thank you. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Okay. So Sakura's account was added. Let's talk to Mondo. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wonder what it might be. Mondo's account. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So is Byakuya just gonna guide us everywhere? So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? What am I supposed to figure out? There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which has nothing to do with the case. Okay. Maybe this gun was used too. No, impossible. If that was true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Why is he so annoying? Gun. Yes, gun. My guy is a bit of a tsundere, huh? Yeah. flotation donut. I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. The fuck am I supposed... This? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card reader have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, that's crazy, yeah. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. Can we get the entry log? Yeah, right? See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other
As
words...
such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such
Good
ignorance.
lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal, the son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of a main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole? But in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so
Why
So
you?
sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own damn self. Okay. Well.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental facilities, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Nice. Okay, so we got that. Why are we here? We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Okay, the bitch. This? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? Get your poop together sounds so silly. I love it, yeah. Sorry, I'm like stumbling on my words today. I have no idea why. No, wait, there's 3 of them. Well, what are they doing here? Hi, Hunter. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? How are you? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. And thank you for the daily bloom. Thank you, thank you. So then these 3 handbooks belong to... I'm alright, how are you? I'm doing great, I'm doing great. Winter has started here, for me at least. It snowed since yesterday and it's so pretty, it's so pretty. But otherwise, I am good, I am good. Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. Had a job interview today. Ooh, hope it went well and welcome in, Festim. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Yeah. You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. It was all right. Sorry. Hopefully you get a response very soon. Hopefully good news as well. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. So it could technically get stolen. Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on? Is it broken? Who is it? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. I'm still waiting for the money so I can buy stuff. Yes. Pummeled with baseballs. Yeah. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
I'm looking at a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor. Ooh, nice, nice. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey.
No!
Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to the student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would just break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. You got any plans for the weekend? I have a plan on Saturday to go on a long-ass walk, which I'm excited for, during the winter too. So I have to, like, double layer everything. Other than that, probably a chill weekend. Not much, not much. I don't care how many okay, I read that. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does.
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want to go breaking any more handbooks. I wouldn't want you. Okay.
What?
I already had to put double socks on. Yeah, it's getting real cold and I like it. I love it. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? This the best game in the series. Yes, it's so good. Welcome in, UV. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, I love the Danganronpa series. Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. Wait, you played it before already? I've played the first and second game, but I have never essentially shared it with you guys. So I am going through the series, but when I played it, it was a long ass time ago. So I don't remember a lot of the stuff. It was like so long ago. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay, so we got a broken handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What? Huh? What do you mean by that? Oops. Sorry, I meant to click on you. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite? Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit of this case, okay? That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? Wait, you're not wrong to wonder, but words mean little right now. Yes, I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Okay. What is it? Okay. Have the best stream, okay? I'm off to sleep. Have a very, very good night. Have a very good night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Don't make me.
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. So let's look into that. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear
Evidence
now.
that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you two! Who is it? Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play
We're
with you.
busy. Leave us alone.
Cause
But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me. Okay.
please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please. You gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean,
Okay, but it's an emergency. Okay. An emergency? What happened?
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat
Don't make
myself.
me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. When isn't Toko strange, right? Right?
yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Okay. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all of this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Okay. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing.
Oh. What was it? I'm sorry, I clicked that too fast. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? I know who. Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, please? I mean,
That's fine.
sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
what do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Byakula? What?
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And then she shut the door, and with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Oh, hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Okay. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Okay. Wasn't that plug in there last time? Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Okay. There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. This one? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archives, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Look at all these books. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay. So, let's go here. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Oh, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
that's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. There's a box there, but I'm gonna look at this. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Nice! A coin. Let's... Oh, there's a camera right here. There's even a surveillance camera here. Okay. More books. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelves. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files... There are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. So they're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Why is it there then? I want to see the reports, right? Oh. Why is fucking police reports in a fucking school, right? Unless, like, the mastermind left it there. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who controlled the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth. For a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council, controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Okay, so then it's probably this box. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Oh, and then we will wait. I like how Byakuya is just dragging us everywhere. I want to see who's in the secret castle, not gonna lie, right? I think I'm okay not knowing, though. I think I'm alright. I think I used to not really like Byakuya, but now he's one of my favorites. Hey, you know what? That's okay. That is okay. Like, when I think when I played it a long time ago, I also did not like or enjoyed him as much. But at the same time, I could just view him as an asshole, but it's still interesting. I don't know. I think it's the snobby attitude, but now I kind of understand him. Yeah, no. Knowing where he came from and all that, I'm kind of like, okay, I understand. I understand, buddy. Totally get ya. A rich asshole. Yes, a rich asshole. And welcome back from Adja. Welcome back. An extension cord? Huh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to prove to us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean? Usually. Usual, normal, ordinary, simple, those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think of your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. What the fuck? That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Oh. The fuck? That's why he has no fear. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So that's why he's probably not that scared of getting killed, because he's like, I'm untouchable. That's probably why. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodless is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew that the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this fact of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
The culprit
words...
isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
In other words...
That's right. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is... such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such
If you get
ignorance.
down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I ain't begging for shit. The hell? Okay. Well. Let's talk to him again. Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Okay. Top secret. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped it through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Who died? Chihiro died, sadly. Chihiro died. Oof. The names of Genocide Jack victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Choji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Karo, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the end, at the scene of every murder, the word bloodless was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. I like how they reuse the scenes a lot. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holiday in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forth, it's unlikely there was an external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the student may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Money gotta get saved somehow.
So in other words...
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of things you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. So now we have the case file.
Let's go.
Alright, we gotta get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Yeah, Byakuya is just dragging us everywhere. Wait, Byakuya. Okay. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play
Come
with
on,
you.
enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. Well, who is it? I have to find out. I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene. Girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others who might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. So, let's look at the map. Nobody here, so let's leave. Nobody here. This is the locker rooms, but I also want to go to other locations because they might have more stuff for me. Let's go here. Okay.
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Yeah, bitch, it's all your fault. I'm just kidding. Alright.
Huh?
Oh, hey, Makoto, what's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. What'd you do? There's a mailbox here, and inside are Junko, Leon's, and Sayaka's e-handbooks. It looks like the handbooks of any dead students are brought here to the mailbox somehow. The rule says loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited, only lending it against the rules. In other words, there's no problem with borrowing one. Also, it looks like Leon's handbook refuses to turn on, but according to Monokuma, it shouldn't be broken. Is this really unrelated to the case? Either way, something about it still bothers me. So, he's just being weird. Okay. Let's leave. Where? Map. Let's go backwards, because there was a few rooms, yeah. So let's go to the warehouse. Go here. Well, not warehouse, but let's go see them all. So one was in the kitchen. I think Hina was in the kitchen. I thought she was looking over Toko. What happened? Okay. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah!
Oh, and don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts. Really. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex? Totally fine with the opposite sex? Wait, maybe. Maybe she was used to the guy spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. So we got her input. No, okay. In here, I think. Alright, what are you doing here? Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supplies to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most
I
unfortunate.
knew you were gonna ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then, did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes,
I
indeed.
assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. So we got her account. Goodbye. Should we try talking to Toko again? Is she even listed on the map? Oh, she's not even listed. But you know what? Let's bother her. Hello, Toko. This is Toko's room. I should probably just leave her alone for now. Oh, well. Okay then. Okay then. I tried. All that's left. So I talked to everyone. So, well, not everyone. We talked to the people that are not in those rooms. So now we can just go there. Okay, Hifumi. Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increased for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I
I'm
guarantee
sure of
that
it.
what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Okay, you weirdo. Y'all see something? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet. Okay. Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker. Wait a second. Why is the... What? Wait. Why is... Isn't it supposed to be switched? I just realized that. Why is that... Why was that switched? Oh, I think I get it. Well, let's leave. Alright, and then let's go here. Okay, well, let's talk to Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? What? Men can't get incentive from a boy band? Well, I feel like what that poster right there, as you see on screen, might be more of a guy's room. You know what I mean? Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
Well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. The boys are the incentive. But
so then.
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Okay, well. Kyoko said I should examine the body. Oh. Thank you. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifixed position. Huh. This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more important, the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Okay.
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Dude has a real okay, same thing. Yep, okay. Well. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big breast swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right. There's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of the popular boy brand. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big breast swimsuit model. But the posters have been switched. But if they were, why? What reason would they have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Okay. I'm pretty sure I looked at the blood, but I'm curious if there's more. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. Okay, nothing else. Chihiro's complex. Where did that come from? Okay. Well, maybe Sakura? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and the girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and it left a stain. A stain. But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? Ah, I see. Okay, let's leave. Let's go back to the boys' room. Because there's that stain there. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Oh, you were not gonna talk more about it? Okay, buddy. I thought he was gonna be like, ooh, realization. Like the posters, but I guess not. Let's talk to him again. No, it's the same shit. Bye. Okay, so then let's go open the map. And then let's go to the library. Because I feel like that's where the cord was taken from. Go here. Never question a brown stain in the carpet. True. True. Also, there's someone in another area here. Is it this room? Is someone here? Oh. Well, let's open the map then. Who's in that room? Oh, it's the archives. Okay. Oh, wrong way. I thought there was someone in the room. There's a thick layer of dust on the top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Hey, what about the clue? The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Then do I just click on this? Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on. It was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakui was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Library desk lamp. Okay. And then let's go into the archives. I have to leave a bit earlier today, but have a good rest of your stream, Meadow. Chat, please. I'll, as always, behave. Thank you, Min, for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Thank you. Do I use a box or like... No. Dip. No. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archives? But the only one who would do something like that... I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Oh. Ow! Excuse you. Excuse you. Behave. Hey. No. Thank you for the daily bloom and stop it. Ding dong bing bong. Let's see.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
That was pretty fast. I was not expecting it that quick. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
Huh?
And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding. I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Dokey, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe he would drag a girl around. And we will wait. Alright. I feel like we might even get to chapter 3. It's going by pretty quick. Let's see. right. I vaguely remember this part from the anime. Oh, really? I still need to watch the anime. I should give it a watch after the series, probably. Welcome to my third favorite game series I've ever played. Welcome in, Diablo. How are you doing? How are you? And welcome back from Agile, everyone. Welcome back, welcome back. So let us continue. Okay, we read that. Terrible, you're terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator. Let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. Is Diablo your first? So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. There's no need to watch the anime. It's just an incredibly worse version of the game. Oh no. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problem with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right. Let's go to the elevator. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in which her replied. Unless you are talking about Danganronpa 3, the anime. Oh no, I was talking about the first one. I haven't watched the first anime. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitating. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. Yeah, the first one isn't good. It completely skips the investigations. Yeah, I assumed as much. So it just goes straight to like the case after the reveal or something. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills,
Everyone,
chills,
please find your
thrills.
assigned seats. Yeah, it removes character growth. Aw, that sucks. Oh well. And so the curtain opens once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Let's save. Overwrite, yes please. Okay, so opening handbook, set skills. Do I have any other skills other than like... I got melodious voice. I don't think I have anything else. Attentive influence? No, I don't think I need that. I also remember reading a manga in the same universe that made me laugh out of what the fuck, oh really? I don't think I need to go. This is actually my least favorite of the games in the series. Oh really? I know there's Danganronpa 2, there's V3, and then there's the Ultras Despair Girls, I think.
Explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Give me a second. I need to fix my hair because it's getting in the way. Each one gets progressively better. So I'm assuming V3 is your favorite out of the series then? Because I believe V3 is the latest one. Am I right? Whoops.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
yeah, but not for most people. Ah, I see.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off,
wasn't there one with the pink bear too? Yeah, that's in 2. That's in 2.
let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay. Kinda obvious what made the fatal blow. Yeah.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, The killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? What?
You think you have some proof that contradicts what I said? Oh. Oops.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Okay,
It
that's-
appears
that's
it
one.
was, according to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No.
Interesting.
Oh shit, I missed.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Let's go back.
Chihiro.
Well, that sucks. Okay.
Chihiro's, it appears it was, according to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I should read through everything. I don't think it, like, penalizes me if I go around
Can
a
we
lot.
agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
You should let the discussion completely play first. Some of them get hilarious. Okay, I will do.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Wait, how the hell would she know the shape? Right?
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Okay. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Like, even if you look, without an analysis, it would just a cave-in. It would be just a cave-in. There's no way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Ah, thank you for the
Why?
follow,
What makes it
Diablo.
impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Oh my god. You fool me. Mercy to me. The thing Byakwe showed me in the archives, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Oops. I meant to
No,
do the
that's
silencer on the other one. On the fucking message if it went by, but I was too slow.
Might know one reason he could
Or
be
too fast.
involved.
I don't know.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Fucking Hifumi. The library has everything, right? It does.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
I fucking love Hifumi. You do? Is it the humor? Just his weird humor? Is there love in the library? I don't think so. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the position of the body.
I got it! Apparently,
Damn.
in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
I remembered. Killer was the weird manga. Oh, I see. I love that when things get intense, the portraits just spaz out, right?
Another riddle? Man, why has this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand what it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer to that is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit. Where is this supposed to be? Oh. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Killer was just Dexter and was originally its own thing. Oh, I see. Wait. Is there no way for me to look at the stuff? Okay. There's a lot of S. It's Hangman with bullets. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I don't remember what the... Okay, that slows through this. No. Whoops. Failed. Try that again. Yeah, we saw this kind of ending. The second worst version of this minigame, yeah. Okay, give it another try.
I refuse to give up yet!
And we've experienced this before, so it's all good. Killer being able to cut through a building with an ultimate decapitation or whatever. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer to that is... the answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people. Okay. But what word with SH in the middle? So, I mean, HI, okay. Is it H? No? Okay, well. It's not S because I tried S. C? What? Okay, we're gonna try that again. I need to look at the cases again. Because I'm getting confused.
I refuse to give up yet!
So, what it means to not be Toko. Can you move to the right? Oops. There we go. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand. No, you have to find the letter you're currently on. Not you. Not you, Mode. You and the hangman. Oh. Me and the... What? Me and the hangman? Oh, what it means... Okay, so I understand that it's the current letter that I'm supposed to, like, look for. But I don't know the word. That's the problem. I'm trying to figure out what it means. And no, I can't... I thought you meant me. So I was like, am I blocking something? My bad. I thought you meant me. Okay, 1 second. Let me see. R? No? Knowing English is A or E, right? There's a Z too. What? I don't think it's L? E? A? I'm so confused. A 6-letter word with HI in the middle. O? I didn't even choose the O. Okay, give me a second. I will figure this out. I will figure this out. Bear with me for a little bit. I need to look at the fucking files because I am getting confused too. If you need a hint, I can help. Give me a few more tries and then I'll ask if I need another if I need someone's help. Because I think I didn't really go through the files either, so maybe that'll help me. Because I know bloodlust students. No. Because I know the split personality, and that's what they're kind of saying. It was like Choco is, but is not technically. 6-letter word, though. With an HI in the middle. HI in the middle? Body was discovered. The cause of... Okay. HI in the middle, huh? Nothing starts with an A and... Nothing starts with an A, N, and ends with a G. What? Okay, wait. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people. Which is the dissociative behavior, personality disorder. But that doesn't make sense. No. Okay. Genocide Jack victim went through blah blah blah. They were killed in the same way, amounted to a nearby wall. The word bloodlust was found at the scene of each crime written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from a split personality. What? With an HI? The answer is that people's... Okay. With HI. HI. Being that... Shoot letter, concentrate space key. HI? No? Huh? I tried B. I don't understand. Oh? At this point, I'm just trying all the letters. I don't... Split personality disorder. Okay, yeah.
I refuse to give up yet.
You know how I said we might reach chapter 3? I think it's a lie. Give me a second. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. You don't play Wordle, do you? I do. I do play Wordle. But I can't, like, I can't seem to find, like, I cannot think of a word. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people. And the only words I can think of is like personality disorder. I can't really think of a 6-letter word that relates to that. And I also have a head cold. Not that that's probably the reason, but multiple people. HI in the middle. Some HI. Dang. Fuck, okay. HI. C. C, B. T, O, T, S. Is it fucking schizo?
Now I understand.
The translation isn't using the correct term.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
That's so fucking, oh my lord. Ugh, fuck. Okay. Oh my lord. No wonder I wasn't fucking getting it. I was like, what word has, what 6-letter fucking word was like, oh my lord. The problem isn't you, but the game. Oh. I thought my mind was like, am I losing my skills in puzzles? I was doubting myself for a second there. I was like, bro, I'm pretty good at these things. Am I getting old? Not even the right mental discipline. That's what I'm saying. Oh my lord. My brain. On the other hand, schizo is the only the only term most people know. That is true. And even a rude way to refer it. Yeah. But you know what? At least we know now.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah, that's not being fucking schizo. But okay.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
I wonder if it's like, because that you really screwed yourself when you thought you had tried S. I thought so too. I was like, I know I tried S, but I must have clicked a different letter then that was behind it or something, because I was pretty sure I tried S, but it might have hit another letter behind it instead, which is pretty messed up, but you know what? Okay.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have had a split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed. Yeah.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine, I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Thank you for the follow, Dolly. Is that? Let me know if I pronounced that right. But welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the Fondling Herd.
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Orb.
And that
Or orb, if
trepidation
you
is
prefer
what's
orb.
caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Hello, hello.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Yes, I'm Orb. Welcome in, Orb. Welcome in.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Oh no, she's upset.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, why would you believe that?
That's the only reason I promised.
Why would you believe
How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh.
I never said that.
It's her delusions.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
Alright, and we'll wait for Agile to be over. I'ma play Danganronpa V3 KH while lurking the stream. I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome back from Agile. So I don't know if you were in ads, but thank you for the lurk orb. I really appreciate it. So let us continue. Let us continue.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second. There she is.
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Yes! What the heck?
Now the cool girl,
So you
yeah.
figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality! So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
She's so intense.
I love her.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
Not really textbook.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, she looks so cute like that.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Okay, never played THH on English voices, but the Genociders laugh is so good. Yeah, I usually play in JP, but for streaming reasons, I chose EN. But honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's some characters that's like, you need a little bit more work, but some of the characters do sound good. I have to admit.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Yep.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
I just bought the entire saga on Switch so I could play DNGN again. Nice. I didn't know they have it on Switch. Didn't know about that. Was it a recent release? But to be fair, I'm not very up to date with the Switch updates.
But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Oh, like 2 years ago. Whoa. I am so late to that. Man, I'm behind. Jesus.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Did I skip a dialogue? Oh, no, I didn't. Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that. But something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. I bought it on Argentina, so the entire saga. Oh, nice, nice. Okay.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay. Well, I mean, there was only one option. Okay, I have to just focus on remember Cheerio's body, and that must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't.
You say that, but
Perhaps if you had an. Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this, the modus operandi matches completely.
Oops.
What more proof do we...
Okay,
Give it up. You killed
let's
her.
do that again. I was not
Sorry, but
expecting
I
that
didn't
to come
say
up so
that,
fast.
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi!
When you compare your the modus operandi matches
No, that's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Well then, human garbage? What the fuck? I love that.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and the stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Because Makoto.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
I got it!
What the fuck? The option
Is it
Chihiro was her
because
lover.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
I love that quote. I hear that quote often on any like Danganronpa references. Bingo, bullseye, right on the money. It's so funny to me.
What are you talking about?
In all the genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14. Oh, he was only 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30, Komatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchiya Naohia, Takeshi Masamue, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
What the fuck? The way she said that.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
He's still taken aback.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Thank you for the boob, Jaylee. Thank you, thank you.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
The tongue on that girl, yeah.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Yeah, do for the sake of art, yeah.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
I'm back. Welcome back, welcome back.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, God.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Her VA reminds me a lot of, like, Harley Quinn.
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. Oh yeah, a younger Harley would fit, yeah. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. I mean, technically. Because he knows.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, You'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh my lord.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Oh girl, calm down, right?
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
You know what would? Oh my lord, Diff.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Okay. Well, next we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you will just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
How do I... What was the buttons again? Aim, silencer, left mouse, button, left mouse, hold. Select truth bullet, concentrate, okay.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there, because it doesn't make sense how he would have known before we even found it. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented
Oh,
with the
should I use
opportunity
the
to
other
check
one
out the-
first?
That's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro,
Oops.
who, so of course
Oh,
I would
shit.
suggest
Suggest we check. There was no time. What's so strange?
Damn. I'm so... I keep mixing up my mouse clicks. Jesus. Please.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind
Let's
of
do
weird,
that.
but he was acting...
Blah,
If
blah,
you're
blah.
presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, so of course I would suggest we check
The girl, there was no time.
Hello?
What's so
Do I have to
strange?
grab it
Wish you'd
first and
taken
then
me with you.
hit it then? Let's try that then,
So,
because
you
that
said
didn't
but he
do
was
anything.
acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural reaction for
Right?
any guy!
The victim was Chihiro. who
Okay,
was
let's
a-
do
so
that.
Of course,
Does it
there was no
save?
time. What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Does it save? It does
So,
save, okay.
you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird
Oh.
before we found the body.
Oh.
Shoot!
Okay, so we have to get the message
So,
first.
you said
Okay.
Byakuya was acting kind of
Then
weird
why did it
before,
miss?
but
Was
he
it just the
acting
timing was really bad?
Presented with the opportunity to check.
That's a natural reaction for any.
The victim was Chihiro.
There.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I knew what I was trying to do, but I didn't know in what order. So I was like, what the fuck?
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
Well, they don't know.
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? I'm assuming it's the cord. Yeah.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Please
When
explain
I
it.
want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Okay. Let's go through that.
What? The difference between... You want me to explain... When I want to kill, and I use those same... But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right! Then there must be something very fishy in...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not been involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
I don't disagree with did not disagree.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. What does that mean? I like the way she speaks. Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? It is so confusing. I getcha. No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. Is it the scene of the crime?
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who's been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker room. Well, there's a lot of stuff, but there's that.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
I find it so funny that they have to add big boobed. Like, you couldn't just say a picture of a supermodel?
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Details are important, I guess. And welcome in, Hakan. Welcome in.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
People are gay, Makoto.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
If it wasn't big, it wouldn't be good enough, I guess. Oh my lord.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Well, oops. That was the wrong one. No, you've got it all wrong. Just calm down and think about it carefully. Could you possibly have been more wrong? I'm ashamed I wasted any amount of time listening to you. Sorry, I meant to choose the other one. I was trying to read the detail as well, but it's this one. Where is it? There.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
I'm more of a thigh person personally. Me too. But we will wait until ads are over to continue. We will wait. All right, welcome back from Atcho. Welcome back, welcome back. So the stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Alright, theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into the boys' locker room. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was... In which case, can we really say that she used it? I wish I was the ultimate programmer too.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really have gotten...
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have.
No, I don't think that she used the thing that was...
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
There you go.
No, that's wrong! No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya!
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room. Byakuya is the one who did it, really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, last trial has been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
You're not allowed.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form, her massive frame trembling.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
This game did not age well.
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, now I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
All right.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought has never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
What, does the bathroom have a penis detector or like what? No. So there's a card reader at the door of every for the locker rooms, and they have to scan it to be able to get in. And the handbook had like had the gender listed. So if it's not the correct gender, you get shot. Yeah. I see. Yeah.
So then, There should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. No, they will have bullet holes everywhere if they try to go into the opposite locker room.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
What I don't understand is he said he just happened to come across a corpse in the girls' locker room. And I'm like, how... I mean, I guess it was like maybe the beginning of why the heck was he in the... Yeah, I think... So maybe it was because it was before the body was discovered. Like he was up earlier and the whole thing was happening. But what I don't understand is in that short amount of time for him to be able to set all that up is a little weird to me. I don't know how the game is going to explain that, but I assume that he just came across the body while he was looking like everyone else. He found it first and decided, okay, I'm gonna do everything real quick. Because to be fair, the library is like right next to the locker rooms. So maybe that's how. Being a crib is what he was doing. But that's my assumption.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
That bear was just walking around with them. Why didn't they attack it? Monokuma, if because if you attack Monokuma, you will die. that was one of the regulations. If you hurt Monokuma, you will die in that spot. You will be quote unquote punished.
Our lives are all on the line.
Monokuma's god moding this RP, yeah.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakwe didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer's a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it has to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer! And only the killer! And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man! Game over!
Yay! No! Not game over!
Is there no logs of whose badges were scanned at the time? So there might be. There's no, like, they don't mention it in the game, but there might be. But I'm pretty sure Monokuma has all of the information, and he doesn't want to just give it away. He doesn't want to give it so that they could figure it out easily. So I'm pretty sure there is, but will it be given to them? No. No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that.
Isn't there a single clue?
Well,
Did nobody get...
I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at...
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of...
It's over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer! And only...
No, that's wrong! I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items. and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Powder, brush, tape, dark, pop.
Easy for you to say,
I seen too much CIS for this. Yeah.
but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Let's see.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Okay. Oops. She's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that? So,
first of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
He was on his way,
we missed
so
a
next week,
segment,
why
but I'm
did
pretty
he choose?
sure
What do you
I know
mean
what
this
it
is?
is.
I got it! It matched the one that...
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue track...
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
And then I just really wanna...
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Let's go back. Because... I missed a message from... Kyoko. Oh my god. Is there any way that I could go... Oh, there it is. You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it? Okay, yeah.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Dun dun dun, yeah.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
She called him Cherry.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked, the way he was acting. Is it the way he talked? Because there's two things. So the way he was acting, I guess, was fine, but the way he talked when he mentioned, I believe when he mentioned Chihiro's, these kids are all playing 5D chess, yeah. When he mentioned Chihiro's complex or something like that.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
Oh, that's true. That too. When he called Chihiro a dude.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to...
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Alright, and we will continue after at jail. Thank you. I was actually slouching, so I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll take a seat. All right, and welcome back from Agile. And thank you for doting on the deer. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for another sip. Okay. Here it is.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Deer deserves love and water and stretching. Thank you.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Maybe it ran out of power? Girl didn't charge it.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? There's only one possible explanation.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
High temperatures?
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Sauna?
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Only a Japanese high school would have a sauna in it.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was... I should have went the other way.
Here's my answer.
Yeah.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of doubt. Okay. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, or card reader. Okay.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I can just prove that, then what will then that will show that the handbook Hondo has must actually be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says you broke your own,
In other words,
if Mondo's then that proves
that
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Oops.
See?
Let's go
Makoto
back
was
again.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Yep.
let's test if what he said you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
No, that's wrong! Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Do you plan to play the new mystery anime game Tsunagari Chess School? I've heard of it. I have to look into it a little bit more because I've only just heard of it. I do know it might be new, right? But I don't know too much about it, so it hasn't really crossed my mind. I may look into it. And see if it's interesting enough for me.
Which would mean that the handbook
Well, welcome
Mondo
in,
has
Mineral.
right
Welcome
now
in. Or
is
Barry,
actually
whichever you
Leon's.
prefer.
Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch!
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
All right. Okay. Put that there. Let's look at everything. Gotta look at everything. This one. This. That's. This. So here. Oops, not that one. This one, I believe. Is that it? I think that's
Here's
it.
exactly what happened.
Hopefully.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Okay, it's night time. Alright, have a very good night and thank you for chilling and chatting with us. Thank you for streaming. Of course. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Have a very good night. Hope you sleep well.
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Oh, poor Chihiro.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Oh. Dang. Dang. So it wasn't that. Was it this? That must be it.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Oh. Dang. Is that it? Unless it's this one, but I don't see it being that one.
The killer is you! Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, then removing the bloody poster.
What? Oh my god. But
here's exactly what happened.
Wait, that doesn't make sense to me. Oh, it's still wrong? Okay, I have one spot missing then from... So is it the girls? There. Is that it?
Here's exactly what happened. Which is why the killer then removing...
Okay.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Wait! No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the bullet time paddles. Do you want to hear more? Sure. Let's talk a little about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse button, left, right, left, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it won't be fair if only you got access to the special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time and your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Surprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. And then, good luck and have fun. Okay.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
There it is, guys. There it is. I know I got a bad grade. I did horrible in one of those sections. At least I got an A. Nice. 81 medal. Ooh,
Bro?
nice.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Hello, my mammals. How's it going? It's going good. Hi, Meadow. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone. I'm doing great, waiting for the witching hour so I can begin my evil deed of the day. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing great.
Sorry.
Well,
What
why
is
are you
this?
apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit this control key to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how lightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. Example of evil deeds I commit: kissing my cat without permission, stealing my own food for myself, staying clean. If I'm feeling extra evil, kiss my cat some more. That's good to hear. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Oh, poor Chihiro. Once the killing game has begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later? After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to restrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro has always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, but he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secret exposed. We will continue after Agile. See, and let's see if I can wrap this up and then we will call it a night. It's definitely way past the 3-hour mark I usually keep. All right, welcome back from Agile. Welcome back.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know? Even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How
myself.
many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daija Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that they'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time, no matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. "Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men." He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation of what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced and revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I could have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us?
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I
What?
should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn
Why did you have
you.
to tell me that? Why are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just
No.
wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a
And stronger
bitch.
than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey!
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well, now,
That's
well,
what I
now,
promised
well,
you,
now,
right?
well,
The black and
now.
that disturbed the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then,
Now
I
then.
prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate bike gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
There it goes. Oh my god. The Cage of Death. Oh. What is he? That's gross. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad scream invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except
However,
that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
As far as execution go, I am not sure which one is better. Yes. Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So he ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very start?
That's right.
From the very beginning? Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, we decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before we reached that point. Smooth like butter, like a criminal. Hiya, Cax, welcome in. Of course. Undercover. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. My antlers! Excuse you! No! How dare you? You're supposed to be my partner in crime against Dodo, not against me. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm next?
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair is not just for you. We can reforge it into weapons against... I guess. Very true. I do grow them back pretty quick. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself? What? You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the
Mean.
Damn it!
Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor. And then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
the noble
how
son of a noble
exciting.
family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all
Ooh,
riled
so
up.
cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. There it is. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it was like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Oh, what's this?
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The sixth high school student.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Well, that's interesting. All right, and that's chapter 2 done. To be continued. Oh, I got a knot. Oh, this is jacket. Let's save, and we will end it here. So let me swatch. Oops. Sorry, guys. Let's skip there. All right. So thank you everyone for spending time with me, for lurking, for chatting, and just being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Tomorrow I will be streaming the same game again, Danganronpa. We will continue that tomorrow at 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST. Hi, Neko. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. But we will be raiding someone. I already have someone in mind specifically. So let's send you guys her way. We're going to go to Rosalie, who's doing a collab with Catastrophe, I believe. I might be saying the name wrong. Thank you for the stream. Of course, thank you guys for being here. They are currently playing Guess Who. I am not sure what that game is, but it looks like a puzzle cozy game, so might as well send you guys over there. But again, thank you so much everyone for being here with me today, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Let me just make sure she's not leaving. Oops. There we go. I don't think she's leaving. It looks like she just started technically an hour in, so we should be good. So again, thank you everyone for being here, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Here is the raid message. Feel free to copy that, and we will send you guys over there. But again, thank you so much, and hope you guys have a very good night. Have a very, very good night. Sleep well.